Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I'm here at my mom's house, and I hope that you get a chance to hang out with some loved ones this week as well. This is obviously a time in our lives where we think a lot about what we're grateful for, and I wanted to do a top 10 things I'm grateful for in board gaming video. There is a lot to be grateful for in this board gaming hobby and community. These are my top 10 things. Ooh. All right, number 10. I am grateful that companies will replace lost bits from games. That's so nice of them. It's not your fault I lost some stuff, it's my fault. I lost the things, and yet you're willing to replace them? Oh man, I'm real grateful for that. I feel like companies could just be like, shove off, and I'd be like, I get it. But they don't. They actually help us replace our lost bits in games. So thank you to all the publishers that are willing to do that. Number 9, I am grateful for the power to cull. This is a new one that I'm working on being grateful for, okay? It is very hard. It is hard to get rid of old games, but you gotta do it. For like a long time, I was like, well, I guess I just keep stacking games on the floor forever and ever, and no, you don't have to do that. You can get rid of some of your old games. You know, if you haven't played it in 2 years, well, maybe give somebody else a chance to play it. And I am grateful for my newfound ability to cull some games from my collection. Number 8 thing I am grateful for in board games, well, I'm grateful for the fact that I have my name on a product. I have a board game that's in stores, and man, is it a cool feeling to see your name on something on a shelf. My game's called Curmudgeon. I swear to God, this is not just a plug for my game. It's very satisfying to see your name on something, and I feel really grateful that I've had the opportunity to get my name on a board game and see it on the shelves of stores and get messages from people that they enjoyed playing it. So, I'm very grateful that I've had that opportunity. So thank you to 25th Century Games, who's the publisher, and thanks to the board gaming community to give me that opportunity. Number 7 thing I'm grateful for in board games is board game art. I am not somebody that knows that much about like classic art. I'm not a huge like art museum guy. I'm not somebody that maybe appreciated art as much as I should have. But boy, I appreciate board game art. It's gotten so nice. It's so good. It's so good. I couldn't really tell you what Michelangelo has done, but I can tell you what Beth Sobel has done. She's got delightful, warm, charming art, and it's really pretty. Nature, I can tell you multiple board game artists, and that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool that I know board game art, even though I don't know real art. Maybe I should go learn real art too, but I'm still very grateful for board game art because it is really awesome and wonderful and beautiful, and artists are bringing it. They're really bringing it these days, and I'm grateful for that. And sort of related to the number 7 being art, the number 6 thing I'm grateful for is the component and production quality in board games these days. Oh, is it nice? Oh, is it nice, 30 years ago, board games were just a pile of trash. Mousetrap never worked once. Never worked. Now, everything is so amazing. It's like overwhelming when you're like, you guys made all of this and it only costs $50? This feels like it should cost $200, but you're selling this in a retail store for $50? Thank you. I appreciate how much care that publishers are putting into their production quality, where you're just like, ooh, these are dope resin cubes, Yeah, it's very impressive, the production quality that is going into board games these days. So keep it up, publishers, and we're going to hold you to a high standard. That's the problem with it for you publishers, is that now we know to expect a lot, and you got to keep bringing it now. We're grateful for it right now, but if you drop off, we're going to be mad, so keep it up. Number 5 thing I'm grateful for in board games. Well, I'm grateful to have a competitive outlet that is healthy for me. I'm a competitive person. I was a college soccer player. I was a college athlete. And so, I definitely have that competitive streak. And I'm also too old to do some things now. I don't want to just, I'm not going to be dunking basketballs on anybody anymore. You know what I mean? And board games give me an opportunity to channel my competitiveness in a productive and fun way. So, I might talk a little trash in a board game sometimes, it might sneak in there, but overall, I'm just here for the fellowship, okay? I'm here for the good times. But also I want to win, so, there's that. Number 4 thing I'm grateful for in board games, I'm grateful that new stuff comes out all the time because it keeps the hobby so exciting. There's always, you should always find your favorite games and keep those favorite games in your collection. But I don't want to play the same game every night for a year. And it is so much fun to try new games. And there are always great new games coming out. And I appreciate that because it keeps us all invested. It keeps us, coming back for more because, ooh, I want to try that. Ooh, I want to try that. Ha ha. Yes, there's so much to try. Don't get overwhelmed by that. You don't have to try everything. There was a time in board games where I was like, I gotta play everything. No, it's okay to play the ones you love, but I am grateful that new exciting stuff comes out because it keeps me invested in the hobby. Number 3 thing I'm grateful for is that there are just games for everybody, and there's games for every occasion. And I appreciate that. 50 years ago, right, there were 10 board games that came out every year, and it was hard to find stuff that fit specific groups. But no matter who you are, no matter what your interests are, there's a game for you. And I think that's really cool, right? And, a game like Wingspan is a perfect example of that, right? Where people were like, there's not a board game about birds is not going to be that big a deal. Who cares about birds? Well, it turns out a lot of people care about birds. There's a lot of people that were like, this theme speaks to me, and I think that's great because it's bringing so many new people into the hobby. And I also appreciate that, if you just want a silly good time with 20 people, there's a game for that. And if you want a really serious thinky time for 2 people, well, there's a game for that too. You can find a game for anybody, and I think that is awesome. The number 2 thing I'm grateful for is the board game community. I mean, that's one of the most wonderful parts about this whole hobby is, yes, we all love playing games, but the people are what keep you coming back more and more. The games are almost just a vehicle to meet awesome people, and I love that. And I've met so many great people in board games, and this hobby has given me an opportunity to meet so many people like that at conventions and playing games online and watching other people's videos and feeling like I know them. It's just really nice to meet a lot of these awesome people. So keep it up, board game community. You're great, and I'm happy to be part of it. And the number 1 thing that I'm grateful for in board games is just the opportunity to hang out with my friends and my family and my loved ones. It's just, board games give us a reason to hang out with each other and a structure. I'm in my 30s. I don't want to just go to a house party anymore. Board games are like structured drinking with my friends. I want to have an activity to do when I have a beer with you. And board games just really provide that opportunity to hang out with your friends and create some memories and create some camaraderie. And I love that about games. And that's why I will always be playing games, no matter what. The rest of my life, I will be playing games with my friends and my family. Bye, Lexi. I guess I won't be playing games with her. But get out there and play some games. and be grateful for the things that are in board games. So happy Thanksgiving, all. I hope you have a good one. All right, bye.